first tell me this: how did you get started with this Inside China?
It was during the pandemic 2020.
Mm.
I discovered, like many of us, too much time on our hands sitting at home doing nothing. I was a teacher before. I decided to explore more online content, and I found everybody started following what was going on with the coronavirus, how the relationship with China then,
Right,
right? I still
right.
had hope that China was basically a country that I should look to kind of potentially contributing to one day. But after hearing about what they did in Wuhan, locking the country down and then letting that kind of spread throughout the world, um, I was like, I should probably do something that would help with exposing that.
I think a lot of what is going on in China is
Mhm.
when that land was transferred back, when was transferred back from Japan, right?
Mm.
And you may agree, you may disagree, and you may have different views, but I think the land got into the wrong hands,
Mm.
right? And had more thought was put into when they took that land from Japan, we might not be having half of the problems that we're having.
No, I totally agree. I think I don't think I would be sitting here today if China went another direction. Uh, I could be, there were even talks of what happens if Japan did successfully take over China. What kind of a world would that be today, right?
When they lost,
Hmm.
Taiwan was China.
Yeah.
That is China. That is China. The UN support for what we know as China today shifted at the UN. So Taiwan
Yes.
got isolated. So what I'm saying to you is, why don't we go back and fix history? Or we're too far gone.
I think that what you're asking is something that I think today people are. I'm talking more like the United States versus China on the position of Taiwan. What you're seeing today is the Chinese Communist Party has basically well, what's the word I'm looking for? They've gotten a hold of the UN based global system. They are a communist party state through and through. The reason is the structure of communism is that they have uh, the current leader Xi Jinping, Mao Zedong. They're very staunch believers of Karl Marx and Lenin, and they want the purest form of communism that is written in the books, the Communist Manifesto. They
Mhm.
want that definition to happen in China today.
When other countries see what China is doing in the United States, starting with the spy balloon, that sends a very, you know, clear, indirect message that, you know, we're making a play for something bigger. Am I right or wrong?
You're absolutely right. And look at how many countries actually spoke up that admitted that spy balloons were even that even existed, right? I can name maybe three, four. I think Canada, obviously, because of NORAD. There just did a report yesterday about how more and more people are showing up, Chinese people are showing up at the southern border. They're processing, I think, 2,000 Chinese nationals a month now,
How are they
up
getting
to
there?
from
That's what I want to know. How are they getting there?
they so they did to keep things short. They would fly first to Turkey. From Turkey, they would fly to Ecuador, which is the only country in Latin America that doesn't require a visa for Chinese nationals. From there, they will make the journey, paying smugglers to go into Colombia. From Colombia, they have to walk through the Darien Gap.
But before you go, what's next for you? Right? You just recently got married. Talk to me about that.
Mhm.
Uh, how is that going? How is marriage life?
It's great. I believe in
That
a
wasn't that wasn't
family.
that that wasn't the answer I was looking for because I'm not married.
No, no. I look forward. I've been looking forward to getting settled for my life. I don't know how it goes. I believe that we have a very healthy relationship,
Cool, cool.
my wife and I. But you know, this it helps me stabilize. Right, I'm no longer having to go and look for somebody while doing this, and I think now I can focus more on this. So my next step, to answer you, Kiko, is just continue what I'm doing. Maybe we'll see the day where I would be in China, or I can invite you to China to come eat and travel with us and see. I mean, I would love to. I haven't seen all of China yet either, so I hope that day comes.